Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Top 5 Records. The end of the summer is coming, and to celebrate summer, I want to end the summer off with, for me, one of the most summer fun, exciting bands around, Van Halen. And this video, I'm going to count down the top 5 of the best Van Halen albums. So, are you ready? I'm going to kick this off with perhaps their least fun album, Fair Warning. Here, fair warning. Starting off with this album, on number 5, it is an odd one out in their career, so to say, because it is slightly darker than their other albums. There is an element. It is short, it is pointy, but it's a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna stick it with darker. Take a look at the artwork. Also, this is an oddball in their career, but it's so much, it's so enjoyable to have this band. I love this inner sleeve as well. Uh, and someone said, "Fair warning, Lord will strike that poor boy down. Turned from hunted into hunter, went to hunt somebody down." And then the Van Halen logo, which I think is truly awesome. It's grittier, and I like that. I like to hear this band go gritty. So on number 5, Fair Warning. On number 4, this is actually the first album that I realized what this band was all about. I usually listen to Van Halen 1. I also did a video, by the way, in which I compared some of the best pressings of Van Halen 1 to find out the best sound. And when you can look at my channel and see that video, um, this one came later for me, and I had so much, again, fun listening to it. Van Halen 2. Now, I found a first US pressing, which that's the weird thing with this band. And I have that with some bands. I always try to find the pressings, the first pressings from the country of origin. Um, but there is something so essentially American about them, which is, of course, odd because the brothers Van Halen come from the Netherlands. I'm Dutch, so in a lot of ways, there should be this big Dutch pride element because we do not have a lot of artists who grew to the size of Van Halen. As a matter of fact, I don't think we had any artists in the Netherlands who grew to the size of Van Halen. Yet it's music trivia here I believe they were even born in the Netherlands. I heard them talk Dutch in a video. So yeah, they have this American sound, this American attitude, this go big, grab all American style, and they go full out on this one. Favorite song on this album is Spanish Fly, and I was showing off the American pressing. It's mostly the sound, and thick cardboard, and the idea that late 70s this got released, and that this comes from some uh, Midwest attic of a 14-year-old guy having a blast, finding out how rocking it can be, how much fun the guitar can have, how much fun the guitar can contain. Van Halen 2 on number 4, and on number 3, one of the, in my opinion, most underrated metal albums ever. Luckily, Rolling Stone put it in a list of the best heavy metal albums of all time, somewhere near the top even, and they were right to do that because this is quite something. Women and Children First. It has so much balls. It has so much energy. It has so much power. It has so much fun. When you put this on, the party of Van Halen is starting. And is it good? Oh, it's so good. Starting off with Tora Tora, which I really love, and then And the Cradle Will Rock. That's a really good song. Um, Take Your Whiskey Home. Take Your Whiskey Home is a really good song. And then Everybody Wants Some. I associate that song with the Richard Linklater film that came a couple of years ago, which was I believe, unofficial sequel to Dazed and Confused. It's part of that thematic trilogy of Richard Linklater. But that idea that the film contains and the song contains, everybody wants some. The film is about a guy going off to campus and being in a house with teammates, I believe teammates, baseball teammates, and the atmosphere is clear. Everybody wants some. That's the core of this record. It's American masculine frat guy fun. And you could say a lot of things about that stuff, frat guys and all, but it contains that. It's got that fun, and I think it's awesome. On number 3, Women and Children First. On number 2, I think this is known territory, but you gotta put this on. It's gotta be there. 1984. Now, 1984, just as Fair Warning stands out. Fair Warning was the first time at the end of the record you can hear synthesizer use, and they took synthesizer all of the way to 11 on this album. I mean, this is the one that contains Jump. Um, to be quite frank, when I bought this album a couple of years ago, I didn't even know it contained Jump. I did not associate the song Jump with Van Halen because I still had the original first Van Halen album in mind. But this is a new level of heavy metal. Is it better than the old metal? It's an important record in the new direction of the big hair heavy metal, and it's again so enjoyable, so much fun, so much energy. I really really love it. I I love the photographs. These guys are. You'd almost think that these guys are not serious. But I think they are. There's this larger than life quality to what these guys are doing here. Now, on number 1, um, just looking at these pictures of David Lee Roth, I mean, it's so out there. It's so over the top. I love it. Obviously, on number 1, their first album, Van Halen, one of the albums that shaped metal, that changed the way heavy metal sounded. It changed the way a guitar could sound. I mean, how do I say this? Eddie Van Halen did things on a guitar. He invented sounds. He like tuning the guitar and pushing the tremolo while tuning. So he had a search for the right tone constantly. It makes the sound of guitar so much more playful, and it is as if he's the first to open up a room of possibilities of joy, really, of pleasure of playing. And then you get songs like You Really Got Me. I mean, a King's cover, and it's sorry, it's so much better than the King's original. I love the Kings, but this it's got dynamite. It's got dynamite. Running with the Devil. I love that. Eruption. So many incredible songs are on this album. It's way over the top, but when it works, are you actually over the top, or did you just create a new top? I think the last one is what Van Halen did. So number 1, self-titled Van Halen. So I'm curious, what do you think? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave a comment below and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.